call is now being recorded.
What's up, bro?
Yo, what up? Man, hey, I'm not even gonna lie to you, homie. I'm on the toilet. Yeah, I got El Pollo Loco story for you. I know that's your spot.
Yeah.
And so I go to El Pollo Loco today for lunch, and I had a taste of quesadillas. All right, let me start over. There's a longer story to this. So I'm on my way to El Pollo Loco, and then I get a call, but not an actual call. It's just my stomach telling me, yo, you need to go take a shit. So I race home, take a shit first, and then go to El Pollo Loco. So I get to El Pollo Loco. Nobody's in line, which is a surprise because El Pollo Loco be cracking like in and out. And so I sit on the toilet, think Freudian slip. I order my food, and I say I want 2 chicken quesadillas. Dude's like, do you want breast meat or do you want leg meat? I'm like, what's the difference, yo? Like, I've never been asked that for ordering a quesadilla at El Pollo Loco. I guess somebody's always had the courtesy of making that decision for me. So he put the ball in my court. So I'm like, yo, let me get them titties. So I roll up, and I just got the Sonata cleaned. So, you know, it's looking fresh. He was like, yo, is that a Genesis? I was like, no, man, this is Sonata. And he's like, oh. I was like, yeah, but those Genesis are dope, though. I was like, yeah, they really are. So we chop it up for like literally 2 seconds, and I get my food. You know, I pay for my food, get my food. I'm on my way back to the office, but I'm about to start eating in the car. I bite into my quesadilla. I notice there's not a single bit of chicken in my goddamn quesadilla. So I'm like, okay, maybe they just fucked up one of my quesadillas. So I just finished the cheese quesadilla. I opened up the other quesadilla, not a single bit of breast meat in my second quesadilla. Now, my dad has this. So I got an hour for lunch. If you recall, I spent the first part of my lunch taking the shit. So it's not like I had a whole bunch of time to spare. So I'm on my way back to work, and I'm like, that dude was cool. He was cool as hell. But he wasn't, don't give me my chicken cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I paid for that shit. I want my chicken.
Right.
But I also didn't have that much time to go back. So I ate those quesadillas begrudgingly. But I also did order some oh so delicious churros. So that kind of made me forget about it.
Wow, yeah. Sugar do that.
Yeah. It was a temporary high, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pissed off again.
Yeah, that's the type of shit that would ruin my day. Like the rest of my day is ruined. Because if you have your taste set for something, and you go to a chicken place, they don't hook you up with any chicken. So all you ate was cheese and tortilla.
Cheese and a flour tortilla. Dude, I'm not a 6-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. I need that protein. It was a light lunch anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I was trying to gorge myself, but I wanted that chicken, man.
Well,
yeah, I'm upset all over again.
Yeah, that would ruin my day. I fucks with a Pollo Loco. But you know, that's how it is nowadays. I went to Buffalo Wild Wings last weekend, and I called it in advance, and a guy picked up the phone. A guy picked up the phone, and he was like, "What can I get you?" And I was like, "I just want the Parmesan garlic."
Wait, did he say hello?
Yeah, he said hello. Well, you know, all that stuff. And I was like,
did he just you call and he just expected you to be making an order?
He just picked up the phone like, what you want? Nah.
What you want?
He didn't mess that part up. But he picked up the phone. He's like, you know, all right, thanks for calling Buffalo Wild Wings, blah, blah, blah. So I said, I just want a garlic Parmesan, 10-piece, traditional, bone-in, right? And he's like, okay, so that's going to be a garlic Parmesan. He's muttering to himself, but he's repeating it to me. I can hear it. And he's saying a garlic Parmesan, traditional, bone-in. Then he's like, what kind of sauce do you want on the wings? Do you want garlic parmesan, traditional? Like he started naming all the sauces. But I just said no. I just want garlic parmesan. And he's like, oh, okay. And he's like, garlic parmesan. So all you want is garlic parmesan?
Come on, dude. Come on, man.
Like, come on. So I get past that, right? And then I go, and I'm picking this up to go. So I get to the little checkout counter, and tell this chick what my name is, or whatever. And she I swipe my card. She gives me the receipt, and she's like, I just need you to sign, right? I said, okay, cool. And she proceeds to hand me the receipt. Then she hands me a highlighter, a pink highlighter. And I was like,
are you supposed to sign your name with the pink highlighter?
I was like, wait, y'all don't got no pen? And she's like, oh, no, we don't have a pen. And I was like, what? I was like, y'all don't got a pen?
Yeah.
And there's this whole establishment? She's like, no, I can't find one, and we've been looking for one the whole day. And I was like, what the hell? So right as like she said that,
Buffalo clown wings.
the manager comes around and is like, I'm sorry, sir, and hands me a pen. And then like I'm
the only pen in the building.
Right. But yeah, it's like that everywhere now, man. Like people don't know like even how to take orders anymore apparently. Like who asked someone to sign a receipt with a highlighter, a pink highlighter?
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Yeah, continue. I'm sorry.
It's just crazy. I'm just saying, like, that's how it is nowadays at establishments. Like, you got to go to get just okay service, you got to fuck with 4 stars or up. You can't go to
Man,
a Pollo Loco.
Got 4-star money.
Yeah, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Man, switching gears, I just want to go ahead and put on the record is if you don't wipe your ass with a sort of like a baby wipe of some sort, or those Cottonelle wipes, I can't respect your cleanliness on any level. I can't.
Wait, so niggas wiping their asses with baby wipes now? Is that what you're telling me?
I've been wiping my ass with baby wipes since 2009. There is no level of cleanliness that, like, if it's good for babies and you want babies to be clean, why in the hell would you wipe your ass with a baby wipe?
So you just have a pack of baby wipes near the toilet, or do they make these? Like,
yeah,
for the roll?
Cottonelle makes, like the dispenser. You know what I'm saying? So you wipe your ass with dry toilet paper.
Well, here's the thing though. 98% of the time when I take a shit, I'm taking a shower after anyway. That's just how I roll.
So you don't take a shit at work?
No, hell no. No.
All right.
Them dirty ass bathrooms? Fuck no.
Hey, I was where you were some time ago, and then I decided a couple things. Thing number 1, I'm getting me some Clorox wipes, and I'm cleaning the toilet before I sit down. That's number 1. Number 2 is I'm bringing wipes and putting them in the drawer at my desk. So now I take more comfortable shits at work. Because sometimes, dude, I used to, in my younger days, I could wait till I got home to take a shit. You know what I'm saying? But now, when boo-boo strikes, there's no stopping it. So I gotta hurry up and get to the toilet. That's real.
But see now I feel like I have like a schedule set. Like I already know like when I'm gonna have to go number 2. You know what I'm saying? Like I can wake up and be like, oh, okay. If I go number 2 in the morning, I'll be straight the rest of the day. Because I don't eat a big lunch.
I'm gonna tell you like this. There was once upon a time also where I was on a strict schedule. It was I get home from work, and within 30 minutes of being home, I would have to take a boo-boo.
Mm-hmm.
That changed when I turned around 29, 30 years old. After that, my schedule has been all over the place. There is no rhyme or reason or time. Like it just when it's time to go, it's time to go. So that's why I had to just concede with taking boo-boos at work. Like I was anti-boo-boo at work, and now I do it, man. What am I supposed to do? I can't hold that shit in. Literally, I can't hold that shit in.
Well, in that situation, I mean, if you like absolutely have to go, then you gotta do what you gotta do. But my thing is, sometimes I'll be going to those bathrooms, and that shit be so filthy looking in there. I'm like, and then who wanna go to the bathroom and do all that work? You gotta disinfect the motherfucking toilet. Then you gotta take out the paper, put 4 or 5 sheets on there, make sure it's lined up perfectly, right? I actually put an extra layer. I was going to the bathroom in public. I was actually putting an extra layer of toilet tissue on top of the regular tissue paper just to be safe, But it's all the fucking work, man. A lot of fucking work, man.
It's worth it sometimes. Hey, I've taken shits at work that's changed my whole day.
Now, I don't know if you work with how do I say it, a very diverse group of people, like myself. But I learned that some people they don't pay per seat. They just come in and sit down. Did you know that? Did you know that?
Hey man, you must be talking about white people.
Bruh.
Hey, 'cause I got a homeboy who these are his words. This may not be verbatim. He goes, yeah, I just go in the bathroom and just sit down. I figure if the thin layer of the seat cover is the only thing supposed to be protecting me, then what I'm sitting on must not be that bad. And I was like, friend, you are aware that you can use more than one of those, right? He goes, I never thought of that.
Well, but the problem is, it's just common sense. Like, it's a thin piece of tissue paper. If piss and shit is on the toilet and you put that thin piece, it's just gonna see through the shit. I mean, it's gonna see through the paper, bro. Man.
Hey man, I thought that without saying, but apparently it's not common knowledge. Also, another thing you should know is, I'm not sure where you work, how it could get down there, but the bathrooms are always clean when you get in the morning. Mm-hmm. So, the most ideal time of the day to take a shit at work is in the morning. It is the most clean.
Yeah.
So that's just a little, I'm not, you said you have a set schedule for your bowels. Mine's a little more sporadic, but I do consider it a blessing when I can boo-boo in the morning. I know that they haven't ran a train on that toilet yet.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah. And, I'm gonna be honest. Like, you do your number 2 in the morning. You feel like you're gonna have a better day. You know what I'm saying? You got that shit out the way. I'm ready to conquer the fucking day now.
Dude, I told you.
One less thing you have to worry about.
Some shit at work have literally changed my day.
Now, I don't know if you've experienced it as well, but I've gone into the restroom in the morning and just just to wash my hands and shit. And people have been in there brushing their teeth.
Yeah, I've seen that too, and I respect that. I do.
Okay.
I brush my teeth kind of sloppy. I ain't gonna front. I be having I be having toothpaste all running down my hands and stuff. So I can't brush my teeth and walk around, or I can't brush my teeth without feeling a little insecure around people. So I couldn't be one of those people that brush my teeth at work.
No, I'm the same way. Like that whole I thought that shit where you brush your teeth and you're able to walk around, do some chores and talk. I thought that was strictly on some commercial shit. But apparently people can't do that. I'm like all over the place too.
My baby mama could do that. I can't do it.
But here's the thing.
I can't do it. I gotta stay over the sink.
Me too. But here's the thing though. Here's the thing. Okay. So you in the public bathroom. Okay. Now you're brushing your teeth. Okay. my thing is I don't brush my teeth in public bathrooms. That's not my thing or whatever. I just brush them before I get home, whatever. But I've seen people brush their teeth and then like they go to rinse their mouth and then they proceed to put the toothbrush on the fucking counter. On the counter.
Oh,
On the public counter. I know. Yeah, man.
That's foul.
That's grimy. That's the grimiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get down like that.
Yeah, bro.
No, I don't get down like that. Hey, I be seeing people wash their hands in the public bathroom, dry them off, and then grab the handle with their bare, clean hand.
You just defeated everything you work for. You just defeated everything you fucking work for. Yeah.
All of that work is in vain.
Yeah.
Why even wash your hands?
Yeah. I actually take an extra paper towel and then put on the handle. And if I can't do that, I'm using my feet. I'm using my feet to open the fucking door.
I'll use like my knee or something.
Yeah, man.
You probably can't do that. You're not as tall as I am.
Oh, I didn't know you were 7 foot.
I ain't going front. I'll take the bottom of my shirt and open the door too, and that shirt's just dirty for the rest of the day.
Me too. It's amazing it's amazing like how there's like levels of griminess and cleanliness, bro.
Yeah, there is.
Everything.
There really is. And like if the grimiest is a 10 and the most clean is a 1, I'm probably a 2.
Yeah, I'm right there. I'm probably either I'm probably a 2 or 3.
Now you're probably a 3 because I refuse to believe there's a man alive cleaner than me.
I don't know, man. I'm up there.
I refuse to believe it.
I'm not a germaphobe, but I mean, I like I'm a clean guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you are. I've known you for a minute. You are a clean guy. You're just not cleaner than me, is what I'm saying.
So you're gonna act like when you came over here last time,
spotless. Your crib was spotless, man.
This shit was immaculate.
It was spotless. Yeah, but I did see some dust around your TV. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but since you brought it up,
I actually Hey, I'm not gonna front. I did forget to dust the fucking TV. I'm not gonna lie, man. Okay, good eye.
Hey,
good
I hate dusting. Dusting sucks. I'm looking at my Blu-ray player right now. The shit's dusty. However, my cleaning day is not till Saturday.
Yeah, man. I mean, for me, I don't mind really cleaning anything in this entire house, but the fucking tub, I fucking despise it. I despise it. It's just a lot of work for me. I just don't like doing it.
When I was a young lad, I used to really hate scrubbing the tub. Now that I'm grown, like, I can't wait to scrub that tub because I need it clean again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need it clean.
Yeah, I mean, the feeling of getting that shit done is amazing, but it's a true chore. Like everything else, like you can vacuum leisurely. I can watch TV while I vacuum. You know, dust, wipe off counters, listen to music, but that tub, it's taking me 30 minutes.
30 minutes to clean a tub?
You gotta scrub it, bro. You gotta scrub that shit.
Dude, I do
like
scrub
the bottom.
Shit. I do scrub it. I be scrubbing the faucet, the shower nozzle, everything. Everything is clean. I'm just saying, it'll take me 30 minutes.
Dude, okay, look, you got the tiles.
Wait, what do you use to scrub your tub? Let's start there.
Like I use like this like hard ass. It's like a brush with handles.
With cleaning products.
Oh, Pine Sol, and then that.
Good choice. Pine Sol is better for floors, in my opinion, but that's always a good choice. Pine Sol, get shit clean.
Pine Sol, and then you mix that shit with a little bit of I don't know what the name of it, but it's like the scrub and bubble shit.
That's exactly what it's called.
Is that what it's called? Okay.
Yeah.
that's the shit. I mix that shit up, let that shit sit for like, maybe like 5-10 minutes. And
And you gotta go there with a gas mask on because the fumes will have you.
A nigga has gotten lightheaded. Yeah, that's real talk. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, nigga almost stayed in the tub, man. Yeah,
man. Hey, I've whittled my cleaning products for the tub down to one thing, and to me, nothing works better, and that is Comet.
Oh, I've never used that.
You get the scrub brush. Right. First, you make sure that the shower area is moist. You run the shower a little bit, make sure that every area that you got to scrub is wet. And then you plug up the sink. You plug up the shower. You spray or you you sprinkle the Comet all over the tub, and then you put a little bit of water in the tub and use that to scrub the hell out of the tub. Man, it should be glistening.
I gotta try that, man. But so what you use for the actual shower doors? You know what I'm saying? Like you use a.
Oh, see, I don't have shower. I have a shower curtain.
Oh fuck! See, that's why your job is cut in half. That's why I take you 30.
Yeah, that's true.
Extra doors.
Yeah, you're right.
Damn.
Yeah, you're right. At least they used to. But they make some shit you can spray on it to where the water kind of just, it's like when you wax your car, the water kind of just beads off of it. So you don't have to,
I know what you're talking about. It's called, I think it's called Tile X or some shit like that. But the problem is, you gotta remember to do it after you shower. And I'm like,
that's true.
I'm already running late, bruh. So, like, I'll do it next time. And then before you know it, I'm 30 days in, I haven't done it once. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get your clean game up right. 'Cause ain't nothing like a clean crib, man. I ain't no front. I really like a clean crib.
Yeah, and I don't know, I don't know if you ever been at someone else's crib and it's just like fucking like cluttery, like it's all clutter.
Yes.
I don't get that, bro.
Yes, I have. Man, now my place is kind of empty, so I might not be a good barometer of what clutter and the right amount of shit is supposed to be. But I know that if I gotta walk around stuff to try to walk in a straight line, you got too much shit in your crib.
Yeah.
Like if I gotta take like wide turns to walk down the hallway, then you got too much shit in your crib.
Yeah, and then also it don't help. Like I'm not a pet owner, but it don't help when you just got dogs and cats jumping everywhere in the crib. It just makes it dirtier. That's just a fact. It's hair and shit everywhere. That's just facts.
Hey, you know what also causes clutter and shit everywhere? A baby. Yo, there is so much kid shit all over the place, and they don't clean up after themselves. They just leave it there. Because
at least
it's go ahead.
But at least with like a toddler, you could be like, hey, clean up your blocks.
Yo, I don't know what anybody else. I don't know what any other kids are doing, but my kid is lazy. I be telling her, hey, help Daddy pick up your blocks. She'll grab one block, put it in, and she'll be like, all done. Like, no. There's like 100 more blocks we got to pick up. And she be whining because she don't want to do it. I'm like, instead of pleading with her and whatnot, like, man, I can just hurry up and pick these blocks up and just tell her she can't play with them no more.
Damn, yeah, because yeah, I guess you are cleaning up 24/7.
Yeah.
Damn. So
Yeah.
it's like your job is 2 times harder than the average person who don't have a kid. God damn.
Yep.
And not to
Yeah.
mention, I'm not a father, of course, but I can imagine, not to mention the spill rate, right? How much shit's getting spilled on counters on the floor on the regular, right? Shit.
My daughter, I'll give her a cup of water, a cup of juice. Now she's into this whole thing where she doesn't want the lid on her drinks. Like, she wants to drink them out of the cup like a big girl.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll hand her the cup. Of course, it's like, not even a quarter full. It's probably like a fifth full, probably, at the most. And she's got the nerve to say, I careful. And she have whatever I poured in that cup all over her in no time. Like, you shouldn't even told me that. Why you gonna lie to me? I know you ain't careful, girl.
Dude,
But chocolate milk gets poured in her cup with the lid and the straw, and somehow milk is all over her mouth and all over her shirt. How does this happen?
Bruh, I don't know, man. Like, and I can only imagine your frustration because I get mad. I get mad at myself when I spill something on the counter. Like, I'm like, fuck, clip this fucking cranberry juice, bro. I can only imagine.
When I move this couch to the dumpster, my kid has ruined this couch. Like, if I get my carpet shampooed, I'm gonna need them to shampoo this couch.
Hey,
oh man.
Hey, switching gears really quick.
Yeah.
I wanted to. I'm not sure if you get this channel where you're at. But lately I came across the Olympic channel, and
what channel?
The Olympic channel. The Olympic channel, right?
Oh.
And
Okay.
all they're doing, I guess there's like all summer long, there's been like Olympic trials going on in all different sports. Okay. Like track and field, swimming, all this stuff, right? However, one of the things they've been showing a lot of is, and it's become my favorite sport, beach volleyball. Women's beach volleyball, bro.
Let me go ahead and say that I am a huge fan of women's beach volleyball, just for the sheer competitiveness of it. I truly do enjoy the competition. I find it to be, just for whatever reason, a lot more interesting than men's volleyball on all levels.
Yeah, and I can't put my finger on it either. I will say my 2 favorite teams thus far have been Brazil.
Let me say them. Okay. And I think I know the second one.
Let me see if we're on the same page. Fucking Spain, bro. Spain. Spain.
Yes, it's Spain. It's definitely Spain. I think that's one of the best volleyball teams I've seen in the world, man. 2 of the best.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they take gold every 4 years, or I'm sure they do. At least in my heart, they do.
They should just get a gold just for effort, bro. The thing is, I'm so hooked. Look, if it's beach volleyball or Game 7 of the NBA Finals, I have a dilemma. That's how real it is.
Yeah. I'm flipping back and forth.
You got to. You have to.
Yeah, I'm flipping back and forth.
Yeah, so make sure you double check
Olympic channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, I'm not sure if I told you, but I don't do like cable no more. Like you probably have a contract with, Comcast or Time Warner or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I stream my TV. I got DirecTV now.
Oh,
Um,
how is that?
yeah. Um, okay, I would say overall it's probably like a 7 or 8. And the only reason it's like that is like sometimes I'll have streaming issues like where it's like, buffering and then it'll load. So sometimes there'll be like those little pauses in your stream. But overall it's pretty good. I get a lot of channels, or channels that I want. You know what I'm saying? It's $60 a month, and then I pay like 80 for internet. Um, so that's what, 140? I used to pay like 200 something with Comcast. So that's
Yeah.
I'm saving myself some money on that.
So yeah, man. So when it buffers though, and does it buffer back to live,
Yeah,
or
it
are
doesn't
you
skip.
always
Yeah, it
behind?
doesn't skip.
Okay.
I will be incrementally behind.
Okay. Okay.
But as long as I ain't
Um.
missing shit, I don't really care. But one thing I don't particularly care for is there's no DVR option yet. And I had PlayStation Vue, and PlayStation Vue had the DVR option, and that shit was clutch. It truly was. But it's all good, man. If I want to catch something, I'll catch it.
Yeah, man.
I only watch TV on the weekends anyway.
Yeah, same here. Yeah. I'm actually thinking about just going the YouTube TV route. $35 a month.
Yeah,
And then
see, I was
you get
about to be there too.
yeah, and I heard good things about it. And you get a month for free. So
Let me tell
YouTube
you.
TV,
I want
and
you to
then
keep things in perspective. Keep things in
mm,
perspective. They don't have any of the Viacom channels, so no Comedy Central, no MTV, no BET. I don't believe they have any of the Turner channels either, like TBS, TNT.
wait a minute, like TNT? That's a problem.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
exactly why.
problem.
That's
No Chuck and Ernie.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's why I didn't go the YouTube TV route. But
yeah.
hey, it's still new. They'll probably step their game up soon. And when that happens, I'll switch because I'm not under contract. I can cancel anytime.
That's the beautiful part. Yeah. So
Is
do you also have Netflix and Hulu?
I have Netflix, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
no
got Netflix.
Hulu. I just heard Netflix is like $20 billion in the hole.
Them niggas owe 20 B's, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Redflix, man. They in the fucking red, man. Yeah.
Yo, here's a quick question that you may be able to answer. How in the fuck does one owe $20 billion? How do you? Because there's not one bank or lending company. There's not one that's loaning $20 billion. These are likely accumulated debts from a lot of different financial institutions. How do you go to a financial institution in the whole $150 million and be like, yeah, I'm gonna need a $200 million loan, and they're like, so here you go.
I have no idea. I'm really surprised by that number, man. I mean, I have no idea. I do think that that number is a
I did
little.
read that on the internet. So
Yeah.
there's a 50% chance that it's true.
Yeah, that I think that number is a little inflated a little bit. Because I think that's they're calculating, and I'm putting on my fucking accounting hat right now, but they're smashing together short term and long term debt. But the short term, I mean, they're not tripping. They'll make that over in a couple of years or two. Don't quote me, I don't know.
All right.
But long term debt, they're still in the house.
How does Netflix make money? This is a real question. I'm not trying, how does Netflix make money? So they're charging what, $9.99 a month, right? I don't even know how much they charge me. I just know they charge.
It's $11.99 a month, So $12 a month,
11. It's 11.99 a month.
or is it $9.99?
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll just meet in the middle. We'll say it's $10. Is that cool? Or
Yeah.
$11.50,
Let's just
or whatever the matter is. $10. So let's say 1 million people. Now there's got to be more than 1 million people. I don't know how many people subscribe. I don't even know where to guess with that. Do you think 100 million people have Netflix, or is that too many people?
I think that's a lot. I don't know. I think that's a lot. That's a lot of fucking people.
What about 50 million?
I would say 50 million is doable. Yeah.
50 million worldwide have Netflix accounts, right? I guess we could probably just Google how many people have Netflix accounts, but it's always more fun to just pretend like you know what you're talking about. 50 million times $10 a month. That's $500 million.
They're actually at 100 million as of April.
They are. You just Googled that?
I just remembered.
Oh, okay. But so you Googled it. Googled that shit. Kind of cheap. I just remembered. So let me do this math. So 100 million times what? $10 a month. 100 million times $10 a month equals $1 billion a month.
Yeah.
Everybody's schedule is a little different, but if that's right, that's $1 billion a month, 12 billion a year. That's of course expenses before income tax, debits, amortization, or EBITDA. I forget what all that's for. Again, how does Netflix really make money? Because they got to pay Dave Chappelle like 30 million or whatever that number was. They got to pay Chris Rock that much money. They got to pay all those studios or however they get these movies on there and these shows. I'm sure that costs money. It's not like these shows like, hey Netflix, will you please put our show on there? No, Netflix got to pay for that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how they make money up. And then they got original content too.
Yeah, and the other thing is they spent $90 million on this Will Smith movie that's coming out soon, and Will's a homie, but that shit looks trash. It looks really bad. It's like some cop thing, I think. So yeah, they're just overspending, and they're losing what is it? They're losing like $400 million a year just because like a lot of people are sharing accounts, you know.
Yes. Hey, didn't they say that shit's a felony now?
What'd you say?
Isn't that shit a felony now?
Oh,
Can't you do time over that? I read that on the internet.
Well,
50% chance that that's true.
A felony though? Well, I don't know. I mean, you get what? You get like if I like stream a fight. If I'm a streamer and I stream a fight, I'm looking at 6 years and $150,000 fine. So I guess. You gotta be. You gotta be. I mean, come on. Like, you gotta be a piece of shit to go out there. Niggas are down low. I just. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of what you're spending on legal fees. You just might as well just save it and take the L. Jeez.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know. But I will tell you, I think the bootleg community is doing just fine.
Yeah. I mean,
I think they're doing just fine. From what I've heard, I can't confirm nor deny these claims, but I heard that people who own one of those Amazon Fire Sticks can get movies and television free of charge if they get it jailbroken or whatever they call it.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, man.
That's what I heard. I can't confirm or deny that.
Technology is an amazing thing, man. Technology. Did you speak of technology? Did you hear about how Facebook almost accidentally created a Skynet and ended us all?
No, I didn't hear that because I didn't feel like reading all that stuff. But I did hear. So can you elaborate?
Basically, Facebook engineers or whatever, researchers, whatever, they created an AI, artificial intelligence, that was the language they were using. The artificial intelligence bots, the robots, they were using English to communicate with one another. But then the researchers noticed that the bots had quickly created their own language, which only they could understand. Which only they could understand. And the researchers or engineers, they couldn't decipher the language, but they did confirm that the bots were able to understand the language for one another. So they had to essentially pull the fucking plug because they couldn't.
Yes. So I've seen enough movies to know how that's going to end.
That's Skynet. That's how it starts. That's how it starts.
Yeah. Then they end up enslaving us just to save us from ourselves. Will Smith is always a little skeptical of what's going on.
Will Smith?
Yeah, Will Smith. iRobot.
Oh, see, I'm thinking Arnold. I'm thinking 92 Arnold. I'm thinking the kid on the motorbike.
Total Recall.
No, Terminator.
Judgment Day. Terminator. Yeah. That's a hell of a flick, man. That movie was ahead of its time.
The iRobot thing. The iRobot. That's a good. That's just gonna happen. Yeah.
Speaking of technology, you know what bothers me, man?
Huh?
I'm starting to think that people think that like Instagram and Twitter is like a real place. Like it's a real place, like a real reality. Like they're living their lives on there rather than, in the real world. Like likes and retweets and whatnot is like currency, and followers is like currency, and you are making money off that shit. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah. It's
Let me get specific. I'm sorry. This needs to be said. I'm mainly talking about what we used to call hoes, skeezers, no good bitches are now called Instagram models.
Yeah, IG models. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But from where I'm from, they were called prostitutes. Because, unless you're an entertainer and like you have talent to entertain people, if you're not a talented person and you have booking info and you're like half naked or mostly naked, 9 times out of 10, you're hoeing. Now, don't get me wrong. I have no problem with the profession of hoeing, but can we just call it what it is?
I'm 100% in agreement with that. That's what I'm calling for, because just be real. Like, don't put on a front. Like, don't go outside and pretty much nothing and leave an inspirational quote. I don't respect it.
There
I
ain't
don't respect it.
shit them bitches. There ain't shit them bitches can tell me that's inspirational.
It's like literally
Basically,
you're doing a backwards yoga pose. You're doing a backwards yoga pose, and you're gonna tell me about motivation and the grind and the hustle. Come on,
man.
come on,
man. Hey, let me tell you what those inspirational quotes really should say. Take out a loan, pay for some titties and eyes, and if you're one of those underprivileged lizard-lipped people, some lips, have a decent face, and try to win a scholarship from one of these sucker-ass motherfuckers out here. That's inspiration. That's motivation right there. Believe in yourself. You can build a better you. Because the way you was born ain't gonna cut it. It ain't gonna cut it. Natural is out.
I just don't. I just don't respect it. I don't respect it at all. And but I also don't respect the fact that it's on the dudes too. There's no reason why some of these chicks have like millions of followers and leaving thirst comments. I don't get what the end game is there. Like, I don't get. So she has a million followers.
I gotta touch on something you just said about her million followers.
Mm-hmm.
How do a whole bunch of different bitches got a million followers? How many people are there?
Yeah.
Yes. How many people are really following these? Like, how many real people?
Yeah. I mean, now granted, like, you know, you could say like a third, like maybe a quarter of those aren't real people. They're just bots and shit and just fake accounts. But there are a good number of people that actually are following. But I think it's more so like, see, we're kind of like, we're kind of like, we have one foot in the new nigga and one foot in the old school nigga bracket. You know what I'm saying? And like, I think me and you look at it like, why would I actually follow this chick? But they're looking at it just like, it's a click of the button, just to follow. Oh, she look good, I'm just following. It's not really like really thought into it, you know? It's like how like, you used to just like something. You don't really like think about, I really like this. You say, there's some music, I like it. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Now let me not act like at one time when I was active on social media that like I didn't follow people for no reason at all. Like I follow like my favorite porn star, right? And I was like, yeah, I like her. I like her work. And then I actually had like a moment of reckoning. Like I was like, what is this about? What am I doing? Like, what does following her do for me? First of all, I really don't give a shit. I don't care what she got to say. You know, it's really just to look at them. But if I look at them, I could just go to one of the many free adult movie sites and look at them that way. So what am I really following them for? Matter of fact, what am I following anybody for?
And who really gives a fuck, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, and following these good for nothing bitches with no talent. And I also want to make a distinction is, there is a huge difference between, these good for nothing bitches and women. I don't call women bitches. Not at all. Never have. But these good for nothing bitches are exactly what they are. They are good for nothing. And these simp ass dudes are making them something. Also, don't get me wrong, I'm a man who doesn't like looking at a good looking woman.
Right.
We're all, I can't even say guilty because that's not guilt. I don't feel guilty about it at all. But I understand that that's a thing. But they ain't supposed to be famous for it.
Yeah, and like now it's too late. You niggas have made them multi-millionaires now. Now you can't tell them shit. They're richer than you. They're richer than us. So.
And these good for nothing bitches. All of a sudden now they can't fuck with regular niggas from the hood that they're from.
Oh no,
like,
it's NBA, NFL, and up. It's not. It's not.
No, hey, not even NFL half the time. They're only fucking with guaranteed contracts.
It's guaranteed money. That's right. They need guaranteed money. Jesus. Yeah, man. I don't get it.
Yo, this world stumps me. It stumps me. Like, the way shit works now, like, I honestly feel like I should have been born and have already died. Like, I should have already died at 90 years old. By 90. When was MJ's last chance? 98? I should have died already by 98, but I get 90 years old. Not like at 12, not at 12 years old like I was at 98. Like, I should have already been an old ass dude.
Well, yeah, I mean,
if I knew shit was gonna be this way, I'd have gave up a long time ago.
Well, yeah, shit is getting bad, man. Like if this was let's pretend this is the year 2000, and I tell you, we'll listen.
Year, man.
That was a great year, right? That was
a
good year. But we're listening to hip hop, right? And I say, you know what, man? 17 years from now, the best rapper out ain't even gonna write his own shit. What would you tell me? What would you tell me?
We'd probably have to fight, because I'd be like, man, you shut up talking about my rap music like that. That's like talking about my mama. Like, yo, you can't just sit around here and just gonna tell me shit like that. Who do you think you are?
Right. But then what if I told you? And here's the thing.
I'd have to change my circle of friends.
But then to add on to that, I told you. And here's the thing. People know he don't write his own shit, and he's still at the top. Right?
Oh, well,
even other rappers know.
We ain't naming names now.
But what? I mean, you know, it's Drake. Drake, the untouchable.
Man, he is so whack.
Drake is untouchable.
We're probably the only two niggas alive that think he's whack.
Me, you, and Meek. That's about it. That's about it.
Yeah, it's weird. Hey, and honestly, I don't doubt that he's a very nice guy.
Oh, yeah, I think he's one of the coolest guys to ever hang out. I mean, he's a cool guy. I mean, he's one of the coolest guys to ever be involved in hip-hop, for sure. For sure.
Let's not get carried away. I just said he was probably a cool guy.
He's probably one of the nicest guys. I mean, come on. Think about this. He's so nice.
Listen.
Let me finish.
I'm
gonna
stop you right. I'm gonna stop you right.
Let me say this. He's so nice. He's so nice that whenever someone becomes hot, he immediately becomes involved with it. So you gotta know he's a nice guy.
Okay, that was a backhanded compliment, because I was gonna say the same thing. Because there's a difference between being nice and being a dick rider. There's a difference.
we about to get blackballed, but it's all good. You know.
Yeah, but whatever, man. I don't know. I was talking to a couple of homies about like some rappers. I realized my rappers I like don't be on the radio. Like, even when they got a quote unquote hot record, it's like me and a couple of my homies think it's hot, but the rest of the world ain't never heard the song. Like that Bar Exam 4 mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Royce has been one of my favorite rappers since Boom. He just does some really amazing stuff on the mic, but ain't nobody listening to Bar Exam 4 except for hip hop heads.
Yeah, you gotta be like a true hip hop fan to like listen to like Royce,
I would
Slaughterhouse,
say
the
any member.
whole
Yeah, I would say any member
any
from
member.
Slaughterhouse.
Yeah. Who else? Banks. You know.
Yeah. And you know what I hate? I hate motherfuckers be like, yeah, man, I love rap. Man, I mess with rap. Yeah, rap's my shit, man. Oh, well, who's your favorite rapper? Drake, man. I think I was like, yeah, you lost me. You lost me.
Yeah.
You can't say you're a long time fan of hip hop and rap, and Drake's your favorite rapper. I can't take you seriously.
No, it was the same thing when we used to talk about basketball, and people were like, "Yeah, I've been watching the NBA since the early '90s, and Kobe's my favorite player." It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Kobe's my favorite player all time, but it's like there was a guy
You just
that did a little bit better at everything Kobe does.
wait, a little bit better.
A lot better, and got more rings.
Considerably better. It's considerably better.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I just find that I find that today though, man, it's cool to like what other people like. Let me give you an example. Like I remember back in like middle school when I was a kid, you know, like everybody was wearing a FUBU, Mecca, Dada. Like that's the shit you wanted to wear. Rockaware, Sean John, like you wanted to wear that shit because it was hot. But that's when I was a kid. Now that like I'm an adult, I don't care what is hot. I kind of do my own thing, like
Right.
not just dressing, but like what I like. Also, I feel like even this generation of adults seek validation from other adults about what they like. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't tell me what to like. Like now, like you know the whole dad hat craze is hot. Like you remember it was fitted, and after fitted it was like snapbacks. Now it's dad hats. Like why does everybody got to wear a dad hat now? Shit, wear a hat that you like. Don't just wear it because everybody's wearing it. Like and it's not individuality. Like individuality is not doing what everybody else is doing. It's doing your own thing. And if doing your own thing looks like everybody else, then you're not doing your own thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, miss me with that. I'm a snowflake. Bullshit, you know what I'm saying? You're just like everybody else. And I'm not saying I'm the most unique person out there. I'm probably just like a whole bunch of other people, but one thing I can honestly say is I kind of hate all the hot shit because I'm a hater.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not, I think me and you both aren't really too influenced by what others are doing. But some people live and die by that shit. Some people will be 40 and 50 years old and they'll still be following trends.
You sound like you're talking about Bobo.
We'll have to cut that out. But, yeah. Like, you know, like, okay. And you know, we used to go to the same barbershop up north, right? And
right.
My biggest fear, even when I was like in my mid-20s, right? My biggest fear is I didn't want to be that guy that comes in the barbershop that has like the brand new Air Force. He's 50 years old, but he's dressing like he's like 29. And he has like the brand new crisp jeans and it's like the brand new Air Force Ones, the fresh lineup. I didn't want to be that guy. I never want to be that guy.
Matching way too hard.
Man, I just want to get old, bro. I'm not tripping.
Yo, you're going to see me at 67 years old still wearing a T-shirt, some hoop shorts, and some J's. Or some Air Maxes.
Yeah.
Hey, how do you feel about people wearing J's without really knowing who Michael Jordan is? I've been torn off this like for a minute because part of me is like, yo, his influence on the sneaker game is just so heavy that it's just gonna keep passing down from generation to generation, like, you know, retros and blah blah blah. Like part of me says that, and the other part of me is also with that whole trend thing. Well, they're wearing them, so I gotta wear them too.
That's a good question, man. I'm actually torn on that because I understand your position, like not really supporting that, because coming from like a true baller, like an NBA fan, I get that. But then on the other hand, I kind of think it's dope because it's like Versace. Niggas don't know who Versace really was. Like they don't know anything about him.
Oh,
They just wear it. So
I'm glad you brought that up. Because I'm going to tell you why I'm against designer clothing.
Mhm.
Completely against it. These designers don't make clothes for black people.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Yet and still, we seek validation from the rest of the world by wearing these expensive designer clothing, designer shoes, designer bags. Like, that shit ain't made for us.
Yeah.
They didn't want us to wear it. They want us to have it. But in order for us to feel accepted, in order for us to have a status symbol, we rock that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't get with that, man. I hate this whole designer movement. Like, everybody's into, nah, man, you don't know what you're wearing. You have no idea how much these designers are just taking your money because you're buying it, but they're not wearing their clothes.
Well, and also, I mean, let's be real. There's not too many people. There's not too many people that should be spending the money on designer things. Like, if I'm making millions of dollars a year, okay, maybe I'll treat myself and I'll buy myself a $500 designer belt. Maybe if I just feel like just doing something irresponsible. But if I'm making $12.95 an hour, I'm not gonna save all my money to buy a $500 pair of red bottoms. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Priorities all fucked up.
I shouldn't go to McDonald's and see a dude come in and work his shift and he take off his Gucci hat. I shouldn't see that.
No.
He's at McDonald's.
You should probably have your priorities straight a little bit. Now, I'm not saying anybody can't have nice things. Everybody deserves it, whether you're, white, black, brown, green, yellow. Like, everybody deserves to have nice things. However, nice things does not mean that this $12,000 dress is considered a nice thing just because it's expensive. Just because it's expensive doesn't mean it's nice. It means you paid way too much for a goddamn dress. That's what that means.
Yeah.
And I don't get why that is considered okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is that okay? Why do we care that somebody is walking around in a $15,000 or $20,000 or $30,000 Chanel dress with a $15,000 Chanel bag and their $900 to $1,500 Chanel shoes?
I
Who
think
gives a fuck about Chanel? I said it. Fuck Coco Chanel.
No, I agree. I think, look, I think this is the best way to sum it up. I think, like, throughout, like, the history of just human beings existing, when you talk about, like, success, it's always been fake it till you make it, right? But our generation, millennials, me and you included in millennials.
Hey, I know that we fall into that age bracket, but I do not. I refuse to say I belong to that group. But for the sake of argument,
but our generation our generation's like, I guess, what do you say? Like our MO has just been fake it. You don't even got to make it. You just fake it forever.
Well, that's because what I said, social media is the real world for some people. Like, you can be whoever or whatever you want on social media. And because that's how you cultivated your image, That's the only way people know you.
And yeah, you know, to prove that point, I think like that shit hit me when I was talking to a girl at the mall, got her number, and then we're chatting, and then she's like, what's your Instagram? I was like, is this where we're at? It's like, it's necessary to exchange Instagrams now? I don't know. I think that's where it hit me, like, oh man, we're done.
Well, that's true, but I mean, what she look like?
Yeah, I seen your pic. We about to fun. Yeah, bro. Hey,
No,
but before we continue, we got to talk about the Broner fight. Oh, wait, we got to talk about the Mikey Garcia fight.
oh, yeah, because I don't think AB showed up. Was he there?
Good talking.
You want me to go first? I think my stuff's maybe shorter than yours.
Okay.
So we talked about this prior to the fight. We were impressed about how AB got his weight right. He seemed to be focused. He cut his beard off. He just kind of seemed like he was on a new path. But we failed to realize that AB has fooled us before. He has told us on numerous occasions, damn near leading up to his last 5 fights, that he's some new nigga that we should believe in now. That he's finally focused. He's matured. Like, he's convinced us too many times that he was somebody else. But I fell into it yet again. And I was like, first 3 rounds, I'm like, no, he's just filling them out. Then he's trying to start attacking this dude. He sees something. And then round 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, he didn't fight the whole fight. And then he's got the nerve to say Mikey was running. Mikey was standing in front of him, stalking him the whole fight. He was walking him down.
He was hunting him down. Yeah.
And he was running. And then last thing I'll say is he's got the nerve, the unmitigated gall, as my man Stephen A would say, to say in an interview that these motherfuckers gonna come see me fight if I fight tomorrow. Like, dude, you just lost, man. And you lost in embarrassing fashion. That was worse than getting knocked down by Maidana. That performance was terrible. He looked like an amateur out there.
I agree. He got outclassed. I mean, he got outclassed. There's a couple. I'm not even. The fight's the fight. Like he. What do you think he won? 2 rounds, maybe 2 or 1 round, right? 1 or 2 rounds.
Yeah, and that was like the 11th round. It's like the 9th round.
So here's what I saw. So when the fight started, I immediately noticed like he was a lot more active, like he was moving a lot more. But I did kind of notice he was like overreacting a lot of feints that Mikey was throwing, like really going out of his way to avoid anything Mikey was throwing in the first 3 rounds. And that kind of told me like, okay, he definitely already from the jump respects Mikey Garcia's power. Like,
right.
From what he heard or whatever, he just knew he didn't want to be hit like hard like he got hit by Maidana, right? The other thing is, I realized that maybe by the time the 6th round hit, I realized like, oh wait a minute, what he does is equivalent to like a really athletic basketball player, and they already have their favorite moves already in their mind, but they're not reading the defense at all. Mm-hmm. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna do this behind the back because it always works. Or I'm gonna go between the legs because it always works. He's not making any adjustments whatsoever. He's just going back to his bread and butter, what works in sparring. There's no reading like a Floyd Mayweather does. There's no adjustment. The second thing is, or the third thing is, I think around the sixth round, seventh round, they cut back to the corner. I saw doubt. I saw doubt in his eyes. I saw
he had no belief in himself that he's gonna win this fight.
yeah. And the last 2 points I'll make is he's getting a lot of credit, just like he got for the Maidana fight, like showing that he's a dog, stick it in there, right? But what I want to point out is he stuck in there to lessen the embarrassment, but he was never sticking in there to actually win that fight. That's a big difference.
He had no belief that he was going to win that fight. He came into that fight scared.
Yeah. And I think a little bit of that was also the pressure that he knew he needed to win that fight. He knew if he lost this fight, it was going to be bad for him. My biggest problem though is like you said, like what he said about the fans, because I feel like out of all the sports, boxing fans represent the true blue collar people, like the people that would just scrape up 20 just to sit in the nosebleeds and be cool with it, just to support their guy. And how you put a performance, how you display a poor performance like that, and then shit on everybody that came and paid to see you, I really can't support him anymore. I really can't.
Yeah, I went as far as to download the Showtime app on my TV for the fight, and then I immediately deleted that. I canceled my free subscription immediately after.
Yeah, I mean, you can't support that guy anymore. And the last thing I want to say is, I was watching all these interviews, and I think it's time now for a big problem I have is all these other boxers that are really good and doing what they're supposed to do. Keith Thurmans, the Errol Spence Jr.'s, Sean Porter's. I think it's time to be honest with the media now. Don't stop sugarcoating his poor performances. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop when they interview these guys and say, oh, we know AB, he came to fight. No, that's done. Like, you got to stop being nice to this guy and sugarcoating everything. He got out.
I don't even know why they're nice to him, because he's not nice to anybody. It seems like Floyd Mayweather has been a consummate professional when it came to like post-fight interviews and even pre-fight interviews when he's being serious, when he's not the whole money persona. He has been such a professional, such a good sport, such class, and I don't care what anybody says. I know that like press tours and whatnot, he gets beside himself and whatnot, but and then in post-fight interviews, it's like some guys will go at him with little regard or little respect, but all of a sudden, like Adrian Broner does these post-fight interviews, and he's a complete dick, and nobody like checks him. Is AB really heavy in these streets where he got the media shut?
Yeah, I don't know. And if you think about it, like, what was it? We would say, 15 or back in 2015, they were all neck and neck, like Broner, Spence, Thurman, Porter. They were all like Crawford, all in that same class, like the next group of young guys on the come up. And he has been left behind. He's like all those other guys have dusted him,
Oh yeah. Oh, he's not in the same class. Man.
That's incredible.
I'll tell you who's got next or got now is Errol Spence, man. That kid he's my new favorite fighter. He's incredible. I like him better than I like any other fighter. And he's
Crawford.
humble and confident at the same time. I knew you were going to say Crawford. Now I like Crawford too. But I just mess with Spence. Like I think that kid's got next, and he's not afraid of anybody.
He really is. I mean, to go to Kell Brooks country and take that belt like he did. He's willing to fight anybody and everybody. I think that's dope. I mean, legit. Like, he doesn't really care. He actually called out Triple G and Canelo at 160.
Yes, he did.
So he just doesn't.
Yes, he
care.
did.
He does not care.
I guess since we're talking about boxing, I guess it's appropriate that we mention this abomination of a sporting event that's going to happen later this month.
WWE TNT. Yeah. Yeah. I thought Vince McMahon was going to come out that motherfucker.
Huh?
I thought Vince McMahon was going to come out that motherfucker at these press conferences. The undercard should just be Stone Cold versus Undertaker. Fuck it, right? Am I tripping? More tickets.
Yeah, you're right, man. They should dig Andre the Giant up and have him and Hulk Hogan fight again.
Well, I mean, go ahead, man. Tell me what your thoughts are, because we really haven't talked about it actually.
I'm gonna try to say this in 30 seconds or less, only because what else? So what more can I say than what I'm about to say? As much as I love Floyd Mayweather as a fighter, I think he's one of the most brilliant fighters of our generation. He said it in one interview a long time ago. He said, "I'm a prize fighter. I fight for money." And I didn't know how serious to take him when he said that. Like, I didn't know he meant that, like, literally. I thought he meant that, like, I take on all comers, or I take on the best, and I get paid to do that. Like, that's how I kind of interpreted that. But he really only fights for money. And I respect it, because if you give me $200, $300 million to fight, I'm going to do it. So business-wise, there's nobody better. But as far as he's shitting on the sport of boxing. But the sport of boxing has shitted on so many fighters in the past, from promoters to judging. Like, boxers have gotten the shaft for so long. So I hate it, but I understand. And now, as far as Conor McGregor goes, I love that he believes in himself so much, but there's no ounce of him that really believes that he can beat Floyd Mayweather in a boxing match. Floyd Mayweather or any other professional boxer in a boxing match. There's no way he can believe that. And that's all I'll say. I think that was more than 20 seconds.
Yeah, I agree with you with the whole Floyd shitting on boxing. Yeah, I agree with that. It's a fucking circus. It's hard for me to like you said, we're used to seeing promoters shit on fighters all the time, but it's hard for me to see, like, all these hungry young guys coming up that, I feel like deserve a payday. And it's just weird to see Floyd just give one of the biggest paydays ever to someone that's not even involved in the sport. Someone that doesn't even have a boxing record that's coming in saying he owns boxing. And here's the other thing about this. I know I'm going to receive a lot of backlash, but look, they keep saying, like, the fans wanted this, the fans wanted this. I'm a big fan of both boxing and MMA. I've been a fan of both for a long time. Yes, it was being talked about. Yes, it generated some interest, but it wasn't
like it's a gimmick, though.
It wasn't like one of those things where both sports needed this. Both sports were clamoring for where they had to see it. If all the talk died down, it would have been forgotten about in a year. It wasn't that type of thing, but yeah, bro. It's gonna be. I can't watch it. I can't. I just can't.
Oh no! I'm gonna watch. But I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pay for it.
See,
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna watch. I'll be lying to you if I said I'm not gonna watch it. I'm going to find some way to watch that fight for free.
Okay, yeah, because you should not pay. No one should pay $100 for that shit. But
No.
I'll watch the highlights.
About the money part, you were saying he could, he's gonna give McGregor the payday. So that's the thing about the Mayweather sweepstakes, man. Is anybody could win it, and you just hope it's you.
Yeah. But okay, here's my question for you.
By the way, I wish Floyd would have bet me some money against those pickup games I played with him back in the day. I wish he'd put some money on that. I would have had a nice summer.
You would have came up. You would have probably been a millionaire.
Oh man, I was younger and more in shape back then, man. Floyd won't mess with me on the court. That's for goddamn sure. But contrary to popular belief, actually Floyd's a lot better hooper than a lot of other either cross sport people or entertainers. Like Floyd's a pretty decent hooper. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I've seen like some footage on All Access, and he was knocking down jumpers. I don't think he has a
handle.
He can.
Nah. He can shoot though. He can shoot.
Yeah. I'm sure he's Iverson quick, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He gets him, and he gonna get tired. Look, do not get tired. That was the dope part about being in Vegas, man. Is like you can see Floyd all around town, super accessible. I remember I was leaving the gym. There's a small gym I went to. I was leaving the gym. I'm driving down this road, around the neighborhood I used to live in, and I see a white Phantom drive by. I'm like, yo, that's Floyd. I gotta find out where he's going. So he goes to this Bank of America that's right by my gym. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I need some cash. Might as well go to the ATM and take out some cash. I park my car. He's still sitting in his car. I think he's like texting or something. And I look over at him as I'm getting out of my car. He looks at me, throws up a deuce, gives me the head nod, like, what up? I'm like, what up? I thought that was the coolest shit ever, man. He could have acted like he didn't see me. You know what I'm saying? Like how big time some people are. But Floyd is actually is as big of an asshole as his persona is. Floyd's a cool ass dude. Every time I've ever seen him, he's been cool.
That's cool, man. You hope that's how like a lot of these athletes and celebrities are. But I'm out here in LA, and I probably run into a celebrity or athlete probably once a month. Somebody new, right? And
like the time I saw Sly at Cold Stone. That was rip.
That's how it is, though. It's like you just run into random people at random places, man. But the thing that crushed me, man, was when I ran to that nigga Michael Jai White, man. I was like, man, this nigga, man. Like first off, my thing is like, if you walk in there's a grocery store we at. So if you walking around a grocery store and it's obvious that you're trying to be seen, like niggas walking in the middle of the aisle like, hey babe, we need bread. What should we seen? So like I told him, I was like, hey man, I'm a big fan of those that Spawn movie, man.
Which movie? Like, Spawn.
Yeah. And he was like, thanks. I was like, fuck you, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
wait, did he think you were fucking around?
I don't know.
Did he think you were being serious?
He looked at me up and down like he wanted to whip my ass. And
because he can. Because he can.
Yeah. I mean,
Michael Jai White can fight.
He can fight, and I'm gonna keep it real. He's like a fucking linebacker in person. He had to be like 6'2", 230. Like legit.
And he'll take your girl too.
Yeah, and tell you he's gonna do it before. Yeah, but you gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta take that L. You got to. You gotta fight.
Well, I mean, if my girl's just gonna go with Michael Jai White, then I didn't have her in the first place. So I ain't gonna fight for her.
Yeah, man. But that experience, like when we met Sly, remember Sly was dope as fuck. Remember we were talking about the Mayweather
He was
Pacquiao
cool.
fight? Cool.
Yeah,
But
yeah, he was cool. He was wrong about his predictions, dumbass.
yeah,
Just because he was in a boxing movie, I guess he's supposed to be the boxing guy.
yeah. And it was also weird, like when he was like,
Rocky wasn't real.
Yeah, fucking up Tommy in the street. But I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you heard this part when we first asked him about the Manny Pacquiao Mayweather fight. The first thing he said was, "Listen, nobody should make that type of money." I was like, "What? You made $1 billion off Rocky? That was fake fighting." I didn't get
Translation. No, man, read between the lines.
Well, yeah, but come on, man. Rocky.
No.
Come on, Rocky.
Read between the lines, man.
Bro.
What he said was,
in the ring for you, bro.
no niggas should be making that kind of money. That's what he meant.
That should hurt my heart, bro. This is
That's hater talk, man.
Yeah, man.
Nah, he's just mad that he ain't touching that kind of money. Or, man, don't even get me started. That's a whole different conversation. I can go and get my freaking Black Panther on some other time. I ain't doing it right now, man. I don't feel like going to bed upset.
Shit, man. Yeah, man. But other than that comment, Sly was dope.
He was cool, man. Wasn't he picking up a cake for his daughter's birthday or some shit?
I think so. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, that's back when the BM was still pregnant, wasn't she?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that seems like forever ago. We got to get back down. We got to get back down there, man.
Yeah, I mean, if we can't do I guess we're gonna have to do try to do the Triple G Canelo thing. You know.
Yeah. Didn't we make the last? We made the last trip, didn't we?
No, I made the last.
I think it's your turn, cuz. What was the last trip?
Mayweather Berto. Remember?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because we were talking. Yeah, I keep forgetting because that fight is so forgettable. But
the only thing I remember is the Wingstop we had. That was the best part of the night, the Wingstop, not the fight.
I remember that Gerard Carmichael stand-up.
Oh, that shit hurt my soul. That was Ether, bro. That shit hurt my soul.
Ah, man.
I think they canceled his show, though, right? They
did cancel his show. They did, because he was talking about police. And again, I would love to get into my Black Power conversation. I just don't have the energy right now. And I don't want to go to bed upset. That's what they say. You never want to go to bed upset. I think that's for relationships, but whatever. I think it still works in other walks of life.
Yeah, they say.
Speaking of walks of life, did I tell you how I'm enhancing my life?
How so?
I'm reading.
Oh, yeah. What you reading now?
The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson.
Oh, yeah. You told me about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Good book, man. Really good book so far. I'm digging it. Very easy, it's a conversational kind of read. And, the title would suggest that he's just saying, like, don't give a fuck about nothing. Like, why even care? Nah, it ain't that kind of book. It's, prioritize your fucks. And, I dig it. It's like quasi self-help.
Yeah.
Like, it's not overtly telling you to, like, you are beautiful, you are smart, people like you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like that. It's how to be a better you by paying attention to the things that matter in your life. And I think that that's more powerful than anything, because going back to things like social media and like trends and things like that, those things aren't important in the big scheme of things. Like, things that are important, besides like your family, your friends, like in relationships, is, like your values and things that that actually add to your life, add value to your life. So I'm not done with the book. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more jewels he will drop in the upcoming chapters, but I would definitely recommend it. I remember a time not too long ago, like 2 months ago, where I wasn't reading shit. I can't even tell you the last time I read a book before 2 months ago. Yeah, I'm on book number 3 now.
Damn. That's good shit. It's mostly like self-help stuff and motivational shit you reading?
Oh, no, man, I have high self-esteem. But the first book I read was Tears We Cannot Stop, A Sermon to White America by Michael Eric Dyson. Great book. I highly recommend it. And then the second book was Astrophysics for People in a Hurry by Neil deGrasse Tyson. So that was basically my Tupac and Biggie of orators and smart black men. Like, I look up to MED and DT. Like, those dudes, I as far as human beings go, like, I idolize those dudes, man. They're exceptionally smart, exceptionally humble. They really have a passion for the things that they do, and they have a passion for getting their message across. Like, I mess with that. And as far as like intellectuals go, like, that's how I think every young black man should aspire to be. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's really cool to hoop. It's really cool to make music and fuck all these hoes, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit runs out. But the stuff that, Michael Eric Dyson has lived through, the stuff that the books he's written, the papers he's written, the speeches he's given, the insight and wisdom that that stuff will live on forever. Neil deGrasse Tyson, like science, which is an underrepresented field for blacks in general. Like, he is the scientist. I guess besides Bill Nye, Neil deGrasse Tyson is the rock star of science. And,
right. Yeah.
And he's what's up?
And Mr. Fucking Wizard. R.I.P.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so, like, these, I think for any young or old, black people, like, I think, supporting them as authors, supporting their, their careers and what they do, I think that's, if it's interest to you. I mean, everybody's not interested in science. Everybody's not interested, I guess. Like, I don't know why anybody would be interested in, like, social issues, but if those things interest you, I suggest reading anything that they've ever written or listening to anything that they've ever said.
No, I'll definitely check. I think that's the big thing is we as a people are too focused on the now, and we don't really think about long term in the future. We don't rarely think about legacy. We rarely think about like what our actions mean down the line. And I think people like that, they encourage and inspire people to continue to grow. It's not all about material things at all. It's more so about.
I think what their, an overall message from these guys is to not think about yourself at all. Like, for Neil deGrasse Tyson and the universe, the way he describes the universe, he makes you feel special by, letting you know that you're made from stars. The universe is in you. But the universe is so vast and large and so mysterious that you're just a speck of a speck in the big scheme of things. And there's something out there bigger than you. And Michael Eric Dyson is, for social justice, people have gone through a lot of really shitty times and have, paved the way for us to even have the ability to, to go to school, to vote, to do all that kind of stuff. And we should really spend our time educating ourselves and educating our non-black, brothers and sisters about what it is to be black in America, and finding out ways we can all work together to to have them empathize and sympathize with our struggle so we can all feel like we can coexist. And, you know, I think that selflessness is really overarching messages from those two guys. At least, you know, in my opinion, that's how I kind of interpret some of the things that they say or written.
That's a good point. Damn.
Yeah, man, look at me. I sound like a grown ass man over here.
Yeah, you just took it there, man. You got really deep, man. But that's okay, man. That's some good shit.
Yeah, man, I highly recommend it. I remember you gave me a book like 3 years ago. I haven't opened one page of that book, but since I'm reading now, I guess it's a good time for me to start.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was a good book, man. It was about entrepreneurship. Can't remember the exact title. It was good.
Yeah, it's in my drawer. I know exactly what the book is. I have this book to finish, then got one more to finish, and then once I do, if I don't read another book, because Al Franken? Yeah, is that it? Yeah, Al Franken. Yeah, he has a book. It's called Giant of the Senate. I think Al Franken's a great dude too. So I'm gonna probably read his book too.
All right, man. Damn.
Yeah, I'm trying to get shit all done before the end of 2017. I've already broken my record for books read in a year for myself, so.
What is your record?
Might as well continue to shut it. My record right now is 2 books in a year. and it was set in 2017. I just set that record a few weeks ago.
Hey, man, records are made to be broken, bro. On that note, we're approaching the 1 hour 36-minute mark.
Yeah, man, and I'm tired. Like I'm about to call it quits.
All right, bro. Well, good chat, man.
Hey, the pleasure's all mine, man. Hey, and dude, we're just just a couple of suburban niggas trying to make it out here, man.
Amen, brother. Amen.
All we can do.
Yeah, bro. All right, bro.
So, man, I'm going to holler at you. You have yourself a good night, man.
All right, man. You too.
All right, take it easy.
All right. Later.